Hi guys, it's Cameron from the Mighty Blues. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video today. Today we're going to be doing a Mighty transfer show. Just a quick one. I've just finished doing the game review to Huddersfield 0, Everton 1 at the John Smith Stadium in the Premier League last night. It is the day before transfer deadline day. It's transfer deadline day eve. The window slams shut tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and there's been a couple of interesting rumours doing the rounds tonight. So I thought, you know what, I'll come on, I'll do a quick Mighty transfer show. I'll have another live stream out tomorrow just talking about the transfer rumours. Obviously, we'll have a little bit more information about ins and outs of the football club then as well. But there's two in particular that I wanted to talk about today, one being an in and one being an out. I suppose we'll talk about the out first, and that is the move linking Idrissa Gana Gueye to PSG. Now, we've spoken about this one before, spoke about it briefly in today's stream. PSG formally put in a £21.5 million bid for the Everton midfielder. That was firmly rejected by the football club and rejected by manager Marco Silva. Marco Silva clearly stated that he was not for sale and he was not looking to sell him. Since then, Idrissa Gana Gueye has both informally and now formally expressed his opinions and expressed his views and his willingness to want to join PSG. He is today, according to The Guardian, put in a formal transfer request and is now looking to leave the football club. According to various sources in France, PSG are ready to submit a £30 million bid for Idrissa Gana Gueye, which will obviously see the midfielder join the French champions. Just for me, in my opinion, listen, I think it's no secret that Idrissa Gana Gueye wants to leave Everton. I think it's no secret that he wants to join PSG. You can understand why. He's 29 years old. He's not going to have many more opportunities at the highest level of football. He's going to a team that are pretty much guaranteed trophies every single season. He's going to be playing Champions League football. He's going to be playing alongside some of the best players in the world. And I think for me, business-wise, I think the move works for Everton as well. Listen, we signed Idrissa Gana Gueye for around £6 million about 4 years ago. So if we're making, you know, a £24 million profit on a 29-year-old midfielder who in the last couple of weeks hasn't been fantastic, I think that's a fair bit of business. Yes, it's not ideal that the deal is getting done, you know, on deadline day, and it doesn't leave us any time to bring in a replacement. But if you've seen Tom Davies's performance against Huddersfield yesterday, you'll have seen and you'll have thought, you know what, maybe Tom Davies deserves his opportunity to, you know, prove himself and deserves his opportunity to prove that he can be the replacement for the Idrissa Gana Gueye at least until the end of the season. But I suppose we'll see how that one develops in the next day or so. I dare say that, you know, we'll be sitting here tomorrow and we'll know exactly what is happening with that. In my opinion, I don't think Idrissa Gana Gueye will be an Everton player come the 1st of February. I think it's very clear where his head's at. I think it's very clear that he wants to move to PSG. And you know what? A lot of Evertonians are saying it, and I half agree with it. Fair enough. You know, he's given a lot to Everton Football Club. He's probably given his best years, so let him have his dream move. He's not irreplaceable. Let's be honest. Yes, he's a massive part of our football club, and yes, he's he's important to this team, but he's not irreplaceable, and I do think we can replace him eventually. If not in January, definitely in the summer. So I think that's a transfer that we're likely to see. Like I said, we'll be discussing everything in a live stream tomorrow. We'll be doing a live transfer show, obviously deadline day, talking about ins, talking about all of the outs as well. It doesn't look like much activity will be done, but that is definitely a transfer that's worth keeping your eye on, because I do think that Idrissa Gana Gueye will be a PSG player come tomorrow. That's not confirmed, that's just my opinion. Like I said, the only information we have to go off now is reports that he has handed the formal transfer request in via The Guardian and reports via various French news sources that PSG are willing to bid £30 million for the midfielder. Like I said, nothing sort of solid in concrete now. Nothing come from the football club, nothing come from Marco Silva to say that he's definitely going to leave. His shirt was hanging up in the dressing room for yesterday's game. Everton tweeted that he had a minor injury. A lot of fans said, is that just, you know, a sort of a way to say we don't want to come out and say he's leaving the football club? But there was pictures showing his shirt, you know, hanging up in the dressing room before the game, and I don't think we'd go out our way to put his shirt up just to cloud the fact that he was leaving the football club. So I generally do think he was probably in contention of playing yesterday, and maybe an injury kept him out. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I don't believe he'll be an Everton player come this time tomorrow, but I suppose we only have 24 hours to wait now and to see what is going to happen with that transfer. The next one is an in. It is an in linking Michy Batshuayi, Chelsea striker Michy Batshuayi, to a move to Everton. We spoke about this one again a couple of weeks ago. We spoke originally about Chelsea wanting £14 million for the unfavoured striker. Since then, obviously, he's been linked with various moves to various other clubs. He looked almost set to sign for Monaco at one point to join his Belgium coach, or former Belgian coach, Thierry Henry. Now Thierry Henry has obviously been suspended as Monaco manager and looks to be out of the job. The rumour has surfaced again that Michy Batshuayi may look to join Everton. Chelsea are now reportedly wanting £35 million for the striker, but Everton are apparently in favour of this and want to get him in before the deadline day door shuts tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comment section down below. For me, briefly, I think, listen, £35 million, a lot of money for a striker that's only scored twice this season. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he could be a very, very good signer for Everton. I definitely think he's an improvement on what we've got. And I think it goes back to what we've been saying now for a couple of weeks, certainly throughout this January transfer window, as I think Everton need to focus on bringing players in that are better than what we currently have, not necessarily bringing players in that are going to be our number 9 or going to be our right back or going to be our centre midfielder for the next 5 to 10 years. We just need to slowly improve on what we've got. And I think Michy Batshuayi will be an improvement on what we have so far, and I think especially if we're looking to get European football next year, if we're in the Europa League, he will definitely be a player that we can utilise in that competition come next season if we are in there. 35 million, yes, it's steep, but to be honest, if Marcel Brands is willing to pay the 35 million for him, then for me, I trust that he is worth that much money. I don't think Marcel Brands would go out and just spend the money for the sake of spending it. So again, that's another one that we'll have to wait and see how that one develops. But like I said, I just thought I'd come on and do a quick transfer show for you. We'll have a live stream out. I wasn't originally planning to have a live stream out tomorrow. I was just planning to do the game preview to the Wolves game on Friday, and we'll talk about the transfers then. But it's pretty important that, you know, we talk about them, especially with the rumours flying about that Idrissa Gueye will be leaving the club, and that we are apparently very, very interested in bringing in Michy Batshuayi and maybe another player as well. But anyway, that is it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about Idrissa Gueye's move to PSG, and would you take Michy Batshuayi, for £35 million, or would you just say no and do you not think he is good enough? Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow for the transfer deadline day show. It'll be around 6:15 to 6:30. We'll talk about the transfers for around an hour or so, and then any other breaking news that comes throughout the night before 11 o'clock, I'll have it covered live on the channel for you in some form. Don't you worry. But that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's going to be a big, big day for Everton Football Club tomorrow, and yeah, I suppose we'll have to see where we are come the 1st of February. But that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues.